Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode. I just want to clear up something because I saw someone was a bit confused about that. I am making this section to provide information, to provide the news. I think there are too many places that combine opinions and news, too much commentary going around. What I'm going to give you is simply the information, the event, the news, that's it. I'm not going to tell you what you should think about it, that's up to you. I'm just going to tell you what happened. Unbiased, from verified sources and relevant. That's what I'm trying to do with Concise News. Let's move on to the news. Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones has been ordered to pay almost $1 billion in damages after falsely claiming that the 2012 Sandy Hook shooting was a hoax. 20 children and 6 adults were killed during the shooting. Jones claimed that no one died and that the shooting was staged. Families of the victims have claimed that his shows have led to a decade of harassment and death threats. Jones now admits that the shooting was real. Also this week, it was revealed that TikTok takes up to 70% of donations given to displaced Syrian families by users of the platform. Lately, numerous streams on TikTok feature children begging for donations from the viewers. The company has said that this type of content is not allowed on the platform. At the same time, it declined to reveal its commission from donations. A BBC experiment, however, proved that the commission was no less than 69%. Earlier this year, TikTok users saw their feeds filled with live streams of families in Syrian camps, drawing support from some viewers and concerns over scams from others. The videos mainly targeted the US and UK audience. A rare protest attacking President Xi Jinping and China's COVID restriction has taken place in Beijing. The event took place days before a historic Communist Party Congress. Images show 2 protest banners on a bridge in the northwest of the city. One banner read, "No COVID test, we want to eat. No restrictions, we want freedom. No lies, we want dignity. No leaders, we want votes." The other banner called on people to go on strike until they remove dictator and traitor Xi Jinping. The protest appears to have been swiftly stopped by the authorities. Chinese people have expressed anger in the past over the government's strict COVID measures. Mexico's Congress recently voted to extend the presence of the army on the street until 2028. Troops have been carrying out public security duties for years as part of Mexico's war against drugs and the gangs that control the trade. The ruling coalition argues that without the army, gangs would simply take over the streets. The decision has the backing of President López Obrador. When he took office, the president created a National Guard force to replace the federal police. The army was then given control over the National Guard. Critics say that extending the military's presence on the streets for another 4 years further militarizes the country. They say that the militarization of police duties has led to human rights abuses and further violence. The average interest on the most popular US home loan rose to its highest level since 2006. Mortgage rates have more than doubled since the beginning. This comes as a result of the Fed's policy of increasing interest rates to curb inflation. House sales and constructions have weakened in the recent months, with home resales posting 7 straight months of decline. The price of homes, however, remains quite high. On September 30th, an army captain led a coup to become Burkina Faso's new leader. He deposed Paul-Henri Damiba, a military ruler who had come to power through his own coup just months before. Burkina Faso has witnessed a worsening Islamist insurgency since Damiba had seized power. No less than 3 terrorist organizations are active in the country, including the Islamic State. The new leader said that it is time for the government to abandon unnecessary red tape and tackle its problems. The coup featured crowds of young people waving Russian flags in Burkina Faso's capital. Experts fear Russian involvement in the coup. They say that Burkina Faso is now likely to align with Russia internationally. Yevgeny Prigozhin, an oligarch close to Vladimir Putin and the founder of the Wagner Group, congratulated the new president. The Wagner Group is accused of mass killings, torture, and other human rights violations in other African states. Jamaica's broadcasting authority has banned content that glorifies illegal activity, such as drug and gun use. The new regulation creates a list of topics that are off limits. Swearing, or words that sound like swears, are also banned. The new rules come in the context of high criminality in Jamaica. In 2021, the country had the highest murder rate in Latin America. Some musical artists, however, have criticized the new laws. They say that young people can listen to songs with violent lyrics on the internet anyway. The Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe on Thursday passed a resolution declaring Russia as a terrorist regime. The text was adopted with 99 votes in favor and 1 abstention, Turkey. It says that recent nuclear threats made by Moscow are in breach of international law. 46 countries are part of the Council of Europe, which was founded to uphold human rights, democracy, and rule of law. Russia was expelled from the Council back in March. A Florida jury recommended life in prison for a former student who murdered 17 people in the deadliest high school shooting in the US. The sentence of life without parole will be officially given on November 1st. The decision comes after a 60-day trial. The defense team argued that the shooter's actions were the result of mental illness and brain damage caused by the fetal alcohol syndrome. Prosecutors argued that the shooter planned the killings in detail. In the end, the jury agreed with the prosecution. Families of the victims, however, expressed their anger over the fact that the shooter was not given the capital punishment. Moderna and Merck will jointly develop and sell a cancer vaccine that is personalized for individual patients. The vaccine will combine Moderna's RNA vaccines with Merck's treatment for patients with the deadliest form of skin cancer. Merck will collaborate on the development and commercialization of the product. The companies will share all costs and profits equally. Japan will end some of the world's strictest border controls imposed during the pandemic to slow the spread of COVID-19. The government is counting on tourism to help invigorate the economy. Japan's national currency, the yen, has slid to a 24-year low. Just over 500,000 visitors have come to Japan so far in 2022, compared with a record 32 million in 2019. Japan still strongly recommends that people wear masks indoors and refrain from talking loudly. The Japanese hospitality industry, however, is not ready to receive guests. It suffers from staff shortages and low wages. Over 70% of hotels in Japan say that they lack the necessary manpower to receive further guests. Thank you for watching this episode of Concise News. I will be taking a short break. I'm gonna go home to see my family for a few weeks. I really hope you enjoy the new section. I hope you find it informative. Don't forget to subscribe, it helps a lot, and I'll try to keep you up to date with anything important that happens in the world. Frankie's asleep, I bored him.